million. So it's the most affordable item to get. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the first one you should get, but you certainly could get it pretty fast if you wanted to. Greetings, Commanders! Welcome back to a video about the legendary items that we've been recently given. I'm calling them the legendary Hallows, like a Harry Potter thing. I mean, because they're so good, they're best in slot for a lot of things, and I don't know, it just stuck, and I had an idea for the art, so let's go into it. So why I got inspired to make this video is because when they first came out, I thought, man, these are so expensive, like only the highest level players are going to have them, and you know, everyone's going to be able to make one or two. I didn't realize how easy these things are to get. They are super easy, and the bottleneck by far is the pure crystal. So I spent the better part of the day quantifying everything, making spreadsheets and figuring out things on the document, a Word document, trying to figure out where it all fits together and what this new thing looks like. And that's kind of what this video series is going to be about. I tried to make a condensed version of all three items and how to farm them and what they're worth and what the items are. And I couldn't get it under 20 minutes. So we're going to do a short version for each one and pick up where we left off on the last one. So for the first video, we're going to talk about Valkyrie. Not Armor of the Tyrant. We're going to Valkyrie. All right. We're doing Valkyrie because it's the cheapest one. Gift of the Valkyrie is so cheap. So all three items, and just so we're clear, we're talking about the Armor of the Tyrant, the Titan, and the Gift of the Valkyrie. Gift of the Valkyrie is the... Did I say Tyrant, Titan, Gift of the Valkyrie? Okay. Valkyrie's the cheapest. It's the most affordable. It costs in total 7 million parts because you have to build Thalamus Booster 6. And to build these, you have to spend parts. One of them is cheap. The other two cost 350,000 each, yeah. But you only need one of each to build the Thalamus Booster 6. Now, they all require 10 recipes, so 1,000 gold for each recipe. That's a flat fee, right? So Thunder, Sheledria, and Thalamus Booster 6. So the parts, like I said, 7 million, and then you've got to do the base costs of Energy Stone, Pure Crystal, Thunder, and then the rest for the Valkyrie are just the items themselves. The items are so easy to farm. So in order to get them, all you have to do is, well, let me show you that. We can just click it right from the item. So it says you need Nervous Activator 3, 4, and 6. In order to craft 3, 4, and 6, you need Hormone Reactor, or whatever, 3, 4, and 6, but also 1. So there's actually one more in there. So for this one, you just need 2 number 3s. So how do you get it? You go to 227. Well, we learned that 227 is not the best place. There are 3 places that you should be mopping up to get your items. However, the Valkyrie's a little different because Hormone Regulator 1, 3, 4, and 6 can be found all over the place. But essentially, what's most important that you need to take away from this is remember that 327 is the best mop-up. You get Hormone Regulator 3, needed for Valkyrie. You get Heavy Pistol Special, needed for Titan. You get Heavy Body Armor Special, needed for Tyrant. Body Armor Special and Heavy Pistol Special are very hard to get. There are 2 other mop-ups that you can get Heavy Pistol Special and Body Armor Special in. Not in the same one different one each. And you can get Hormone Regulators 1 and 6, but you don't really need very many Hormone Regulators because Valkyrie is the least desired of the 3 Hallows, Legendary Hallows, and you don't need very many of them in the first place. So 327 is your bread and butter. Mop this thing up every day for, like, you know, depending on what level your VIP is. My mop-up is... What's my mop-up? 500. So, you know, I just mop them up real quick, grab what I need, and that's how I do it. Now, when I get, you know, done with all my mopping up, I'll end up having a deficit, right? I'm going to have way too many Heavy Pistol Specials and Heavy Armor Specials and not enough regular armor and regular heavy pistols. And that's where you start using the other explorers. But we'll get into that in the other videos. For this one, we are going to talk about what we need for the Valkyrie. So, for the Valkyrie, when you build these things, right? So, I've been just kind of building them at a whim, and during the weekend when it was the mobilization event, just to build legendary items to get points. So I have quite a few excess. Shit, if I wanted to, I could build another Valkyrie right now. I just don't need it. I don't want to waste the crystals and stuff. I have 2 of them. One's for the haul, and one is for just use because it's good. So I'm not going to build a Valkyrie for some time. Maybe if a guild member wants it. But yeah, when you go to craft, this one uses a 1 and a 4. Like I said, you just go mop them up and you pick them up. Now, of course, this video wouldn't be complete without a total explanation of it and a visualization. So let's give you that. And if you're looking to screen capture something, you can screen capture this, or you can just join us in the line community. This will be posted in line. So here's the total cost for Titan. You'll see that 16.6 million cash, 10 heavy rifles, 240 heavy pistols, and 240 heavy pistol specials. That is actually quite a lot. That is a lot of mopping up. It's a lot of exploring, but Titan is the hardest one to get. It's the most expensive one, and it has the rarest items. The 10,000 gold, 10 million cash, and pure crystals and spirit stones those are equal for everyone. But the difference for Titan is you need 16.6 million gas, and then 10 heavy rifles, 240 heavy pistols, and 240 heavy pistol specials. All right, and that's just the math, figuring it all out. Tyrant is similar. It takes 22 million food. Food, not gas, food, not parts, food. So parts used to be the rarest thing because the faction pants were the most built item and it cost 14 million parts. So people were always low on parts, and food was kind of in the same park as parts and food, or kind of go hand in hand for research and upgrading skills. But now with the need for Tyrant being 22 million food's going to balance out with parts, maybe even be more useful than parts for a while. So they balance that out, which is nice. And then this is what you need: 130 body armor, 130 body armor plus, 120 body armor special. And then, of course, you got to build some induction skeletons and stuff. But in total, Tyrant is very expensive. Did I say Titan was the most expensive? Tyrant is the most expensive. My apologies. And then we get down to Gift of the Valkyrie. Gift of the Valkyrie is definitely the cheapest. You have your guaranteed gold, cash, energy stone, pure crystal. Then it goes to 7 million parts. And then 30 hormone reactors, 3 hormone reactors 3, 10 hormone reactors 1, 10 hormone reactors 4, and 6. And of course you have to craft those into the nervous activators, but the parts is really cheap. It adds up to a total of 7 million. So it's the most affordable item to get. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the first one you should get, but you certainly could get it pretty fast if you wanted to. And I have a summary here kind of explaining it, like revisiting it, and like what are we actually talking about here? Well, the first thing I want to say is that the Valkyrie is, if you look at it, 50 items total to farm, as opposed to Titan, which costs 500 items to farm, or Tyrant, which costs 380 items to farm. That's a 6th, or 8th, or a 10th, depending on which one you want to compare it to. And as far as exploring is concerned. So if it normally would take you 6 or 7 days of exploring, you could do it in 1 day if you're building a Valkyrie. And then as far as resources, 7 million compared to the 16 and 22 million of Tyrant and Titan. Yeah, the Valkyrie does take blue items to mop up, which are a little bit more rare. But most importantly, you need to know the exploring. And this is an important point. If you're not reading any of this stuff and you want to screen capture something, push the spacebar, pause, read this. 327 is the core explorer for most rare needed materials. 327 offers the body armor special, heavy pistol special, hormone regulator 3. Hormone regulator 3 is the hormone regulator you need the most of. Okay, you can also get the other hormone regulators from 3.4, 322, 313, 3.1, 324, depending on what other item you're exploring to get as well. So if you know you're building a helmet, and if you're building the Tyrant chest piece and you're building the Valkyrie helmet, you can mop up certain explorers that will give you both items for each of them. 327 gives you one of each, all three. It gives you one for each of them, but it does leave you lacking, right? So if you farm too many body armor specials, you won't have any regular body armors. So 216 is great for that. And okay, for the sake of this video, I know I just said a lot and a lot's going down. You can go through Explore and look at the items available to you and see what you need. Or you can go in the line group and ask, or you can, I'll just show you in this video. Let's go back. All right, I'm going to have to show some stuff. No one pay attention too closely. This is none of your business. We got to find our spreadsheet. There we go. There's my 37-page Arc of War spreadsheet. I'm not proud of this, but man, I have a lot of time tied into this thing. There's all the pages. Okay, let's see. What page do we want? We want... Is it Epic Hallows? Yeah, all right. Here are the explorers that matter. 327 is the 327 is the best. It's in the top left there. It gives you body armor special, H-Reg 3, heavy pistol special. Now, you'll see under that row of color, it says like low priority because of 327. Because in 327, you can get these, you're going to farm 327 like twice as much as anything else because it gives you all the other ones. So these other ones below it do give you useful items, but you're already going to have an excess from running 327 so much. The ones on that top row here, especially the first right above my head, right there, 216 gives you the heavy pistol and regular body armor, and a magazine, which are nice. They're worth 40 gold each. 311 gives a body armor and body armor plus, so if you know you're going to be farming just for the armor of the Tyrant, farm 327 and 311, and you'll get it quick. That's the best way to do it. So armor of the Tyrant, 327 and 311. If you're going for Valkyrie, you need 1, 3, 4, and 6. So choose 327 for number 3, right above my head. Look at my head. You get it from 327 for number 3. And you need 3 times as many, if not 4 times as many, 3 times as many hormone regulator 3s than you do hormone regulator 4s, or 1s, or 6s. And now follow above my hat, right up here. That's what I'm pointing at because I can't use a cursor on this tablet. So 3-4 gives you hormone regulator 4 and a heavy pistol. 3-22 gives a body armor plus and a hormone regulator 4. And so on and so forth. So, for the Valkyrie, choose these ones. 327 is your base, 322 for hormone regulator 4, 313 for regulator 1, and 324 for regulator 6. Figure out the rest on your own and rewatch this video. That's about as much as I could say without giving you the spreadsheet itself, which is available in the Lion community. So join the Lion community. Check the description below. Alright, that is the end of this video as far as farming materials. I think that pretty much covers it. One thing I'll say about Valkyrie is it is the worst item because there are so many other options in the game for helmets. Most commanders are attackers. They want to have damage on the helmet with accuracy like Eye of Abyss or Apocalyptor. Or, no, Devastation Helmet? Devastation Helmet. So putting Valkyrie on the head, yeah, you can get a lot of HP out of it, but you lose attack. That's its negative stat, which is wonderful for Rogers, and you'd think okay for Plasma, but Plasma really needs his attack. So really, this is definitely best in slot for Rogers and kind of questionable for everyone else. Good for balance builds, but now that Strength and Weaken and Resistance Weaken is a big part of the meta, this item is limited use, but you do need it for the haul. So you do have to build at least one if you want the haul one day. So that's the gift of the Valkyrie. If I missed anything, put it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing a lot of live streams for the playoffs this season, so get ready for that. I want to do at least one a week. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it's going to be a good season, Season 4. We might even see T12 drop before the end of the playoffs in a couple months, month and a half. We'll see. Who knows? Keep your ear to the ground. Keep your eyes on the line chat. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.